Hi everyone! In this video we're going to show you where we ate and a couple of bonus drinks on Universal CityWalk Orlando on our last trip. We'll show you the food and in most cases decor, give our review, prices, and hopefully this will help you decide if you'd like to visit any of these places on your next visit. So we're going to start with Jimmy Buffett's Margaritaville. This is one of our favourite places. We love Jimmy Buffett. We listen to his music all the time back home. You don't need to listen to his music, but it really helps. The atmosphere is just so laid back. You can just enjoy a marg if you want, or sit down and have the full meal. They do also have sort of a show aspect where the song Volcano by Jimmy Buffett plays, and it's meant to be that the volcano does erupt and it fills up the booze in the blender, which is kind of cool. When we went, it wasn't working 100%. But the lights were still going off, the music's still playing, the sound effects, so it still was pretty cool to see. So for our meal, we had the Key West chicken quesadilla to share for a starter, and then we did have the perfect margarita each as well, which just perfect addition to any meal at Margaritaville. The quesadilla, it was really tasty, we enjoyed it. Nothing really to shout home about, but it was really enjoyable. And it was a nice little start to the meal. Dane had most of the toppings, or all of them really. It's not so much my cup of tea, but he really enjoyed that as well. As you'll see, we've got our Hawaiian shirts on because it's just rude not to. That's me doing an impression of Finn's because it's my favourite song. But yeah, it's just so laid back, it's a fun atmosphere. So Dane loved his main. He had the crispy coconut shrimp. He especially loved the horseradish and orange marmalade dipping sauce. He thought that was a real standout bit of this dish. I had the cheddar barbecue burger. It was okay. It wasn't my favourite thing that I've ever had. Nothing really special to shout home about. I think I probably would try something else next time. And then I was just saying, I collect these little palm tree skewers, things like that. They're all around our flat. Dane's always telling me to get rid of them, but I never will. Does anyone else collect stuff like that, or is it just me? And then the second margarita we tried was the Who's to Blame margarita, and this is the one that we would recommend you trying. The next place we visited was Fat Tuesdays. This is a must-do for us again. We love coming here. I always go for the Cat 5 Hurricane. Dane loves the 190 octane. And for an extra cost, you can get an extra shot, and I do believe it's rum. I don't know if there's any other shots you can get in there as well. That's the only one we've had. But we just love taking our drinks, having a walk, or sitting down, just looking over CityWalk. Oh, it brings back such good memories. And if you want to, you can swirl the drinks as well, so you can have like a couple of different flavours if you feel like mixing it up a bit. So they do give you a CityWalk wristband, and that changes colour each day, and that basically just shows that you are 21. You'll probably still get ID'd at each of the different bars, but it's just for when you're carrying it around CityWalk. No one's going to stop you with your drink in hand. The next place we visited was the NBC Sports Grill Brew. Now this was a bit of a fly-in visit, we were only there at lunchtime. We tried one of the beer flights together, and this was from the local breweries. They were quite nice, but none really our favourite. We then tried the buffalo mac and cheese, which was amazing. It's quite good that they let us share it as well, so if you're thinking I might not be able to manage a full meal, they will let you split one of the mains, which I think is pretty good. The chips, just chips, nothing to write home about. When we'd been a couple of years back, they were beer battered fries, and they were like some of my favourite things. So I was a bit gutted that they'd gone off the menu, but I'll survive. I'd say it's not too bad a price, but I do think the French fries maybe a little bit overpriced there. The next place we visited was BigFire. Now this really is up there with our favourites. We started at the bar because our table wasn't quite ready, but we were soon seated and we were in the upstairs area. We had a lovely seat, really nice to look out over the whole restaurant. We could even see right into the kitchen, so we could see them cooking over that open fire. It was really cool. Now this is the bison burger. We both got this and it was incredible. The wedges as well, and that was the mac and cheese with pulled pork on top. This meal was an absolute favourite. You'll see from both of our faces, we're just absolutely, it's so good. I definitely recommend the bison burger from here. The mac and cheese as well if you're going to get a side. Yeah, so we didn't think it was too badly priced, especially seeing as we are on Universal property. And especially the quality was just amazing. Definitely go to BigFire, and if you do, get the bison burger, just so good. The next place we visited was BreadBox. This is upstairs on CityWalk. It's great for sort of your lunchtime snack. It's so good. The sandwiches are huge. I got the barbecue brisket, and then with some tater tots on the side. We both got the tater tots at an additional cost. And Dane got the pastrami, and just look at the size, it's absolutely crazy. If you're not feeling too hungry, you could just share them, but we got one each this time, and it's so good. Definitely really good for a lunchtime. And considering the size, again, I don't think it's too bad of a price, remembering all of this is on Universal property. Next up is Toothsomes Chocolate Emporium. We really think the building's so impressive and the milkshakes are so good as well. There's such good variety and they're just crazy to look at. That's just an example there. And that one was from Halloween as well, just one of the limited edition ones. Now this is the one that we went for, which was the cookies and cream. So it's got the giant cookie, it's got mixed up cookie within the milkshake itself. And the thing that it's served in as well, the mason jar, it's only plastic, but you can take that away. So it's like a souvenir included within the price of your milkshake, which is pretty cool. So yeah, ours had that giant cookie on top. We decided just to share one as we were going for a meal later on. And it wasn't actually too sweet or too filling, and we were quite surprised by that. Just really nice and fresh. And the cookie was really good as well. It wasn't stale or anything like that, which it can be at some other different quirky milkshake places I've been to. But yeah, really impressed with this. Quite a lot of money for a milkshake, but we both enjoyed it. We did then also take away a couple of the macarons, which were ghosts for Halloween Horror Nights. That just felt a bit special, taking away one of the macarons each. And we really enjoyed visiting here, although we only did just get a milkshake and a little snack. Next up, we visited the Hard Rock Cafe. This is the world's largest. I mean, look at it. It's got a car revolving on the bar. It's just crazy. It's got stained glass windows. I love looking around the Hard Rock. I could do a whole video in itself just on all the decor and all the memorabilia. Might end up doing so, but hey, this isn't about the memorabilia today, this is about the food. But it is so impressive, so worth looking around. I do recommend that. Then we looked at the menus, thought we'd start off with a couple of drinks. Our favourite's the Southern Rock. As you can see, it's got sweet and sour mix, so it is quite sour, but it is a good drink, a nice mix of flavours if you are wanting to try it and you've not tried it before. I'd recommend giving it a little go. So Dane's starter was the Bangkok spicy shrimp. Thought they were okay, but nothing too special. So I had the boneless chicken tendies. I really liked mine. They were really hot and fresh and I could have eaten that as my main, to be honest. So I had a side of mac and cheese because I was going to recreate something. And then that was the original legendary burger as well with chips. They'd forgotten to bring Dane's out with his messy burger. He'd forgotten the chips, so I just gave him some of mine whilst he was waiting for that. He said the burger was really good, he really enjoyed it. Added an egg, because why not? And then this was mine. So I'd added the mac and cheese into the onion ring to try and recreate what was the local legendary. Now, they weren't serving this at the time. He did say it might be coming back, but it wasn't at the time. So this is a little quick hack, and that's how much I left because I ate too many chicken tenders, so it came home with me in a box. Overall, it was pretty dear, I'm not gonna lie, but we really enjoyed our time there. We were there for a good few hours. We had a good few cocktails as well. The next place we were so excited to visit was the Cowfish. We had heard so many good things about here, nothing but good things. We designed our own fish at the bar, which was pretty fun. Send it into the aquarium, give it a little tash. Little touches like that was quite fun, just whilst we were waiting for our table. Yes, we quite enjoyed sitting at the bar, and basically as soon as our drinks were made, it was time to go and join the queue. The service to get up to our table wasn't the best. We do have a vlog on it if you're interested on a bit more information, but it did start to leave a bit of a sour taste in our mouths. But once we were at our table, our server was brilliant, and I can't fault him. Now the food, we both went for the big squeal, as you can see. Absolutely giant burger, ridiculous some may say, but unfortunately we did find it to be a little bit dry. The most I can say about it, it was average, it was okay. Maybe a bit too much going on, or maybe we just caught it at a bad time. We would go back to Cowfish because so many people have said such great things, maybe we just caught it on a bad day. It was £20 each, as you can see, for our burgers, and they weren't massive, so I feel like it is justified. It's just a shame on this occasion. What I did like, though, was the artwork on the way out. Really enjoyed that, especially this one. The next was Antojitos, and it was such a big hit for us. We loved this meal. So we started with the complimentary chips and dip, which was brilliant to start with. And then we loved our seat and the great view of the stage. There was entertainment from when we sat down, and we just loved the atmosphere. When the food did come out, it was amazing. This was one of Dane's absolute favourite meals. He went for the Cabo taco, and that was with fried shrimp. He loved this meal. It nearly overtook the bison burger from BigFire, but not quite, but so close. And it was nice to try a bit of a different meal than we'd been having as well. I went for the chimichanga and I loved it. The only thing I don't like is guacamole, but it was on the side, so it didn't bother me anyway. And then we got these massive margaritas. Look at the size of these. I love the glass as well. But yeah, we loved this meal and the drinks, and just, fantastic. And this, I think, was the best value for money. We loved the atmosphere, we loved the food, we loved the service, and the price was brilliant for where we were. We would definitely come back, and we definitely recommend trying. Our final stop on this video is the Red Oven Pizza Bakery. Now, Dane got the margarita, and it's just so cheesy. It was made fresh, it was absolutely roasting, and I got the ham and pineapple. I wasn't 100% sure when it first came out. I didn't know if it was sort of your standard ham or if it was a bit of your fancier stuff, which isn't quite for me, which is why the faces were being pulled. I also got a bit of food envy when I saw just how cheesy and tomatoey Dane's was. Mine had the rings of pineapple instead of like the chunks that you've seen on other ones, and it was done really quickly as well, so the fact we were on our way to Horror Nights meant we could have a quick bite to eat and then just get in the door. Or through the arches, I should say. We were saying that we probably should have just shared one. I'd forgotten quite how large these pizzas were, so I'd definitely say you could probably just share one. And that was our food and drink highlights from our previous trip in September to Orlando. As you can tell, we really love Universal, and we spent a lot of time on CityWalk. We definitely recommend trying out some of the different food venues, and if you've got any questions, do let us know and we'll try and answer them as best as we can. The view at CityWalk as well, it's just stunning to have a walk around. Just take your drink maybe and just have a look, or sit down and just watch the sights. So if you did enjoy this video today, a bit of a different one from us, please do give us a big thumbs up, and do subscribe to the channel for our future videos as well. It really does help out the channel. Thanks so much for watching. Bye!